Yes, people, then welcome back to RASenal TV. I hope you are all blessed and well. We had a big day yesterday with the announcement of Victor Gyokeres, our new number 14, and we can be happy. We woke up this morning happy. I know I woke up this morning very happy with the reminder that we have a new number 14. People, if you are happy, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We are 20 subscribers away from 300 subscribers. People, come on, I'm sure we can help you get me there. 20 subscribers away and 99% of you aren't subscribed. People, you're hurting me now. Let's not do this. Smash a like on the video and let's get into the RASenal transfer center. Now, as we know, yesterday it was announced that Victor Gyokeres was and fully completed his Arsenal move from Sporting. Is absolutely brilliant. It was, the whole social media was in absolute good chaos. Yesterday, Arsenal fans rejoicing, and absolutely we should be rejoicing because it is a big move. We haven't signed or had a proper striker since Aubameyang to bang in the goals. We know we brought in Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City, but he wasn't seen as a main striker and someone that could actually take the team forward. A very good link man, a very good player in his own right, but not necessarily for the striking position, because we know that Gabriel Jesus hasn't scored over 20 goals for a team that he's been in. So having someone come in, actual clinical striker, someone that can actually finish their dinner, more so than a Havertz. Too many times last season we were missing chances and Kai Havertz was up front. I remember the Newcastle semi-final. I remember the games against Man United. I remember so many games. But these chances will now fall to Victor Gyokeres, and hopefully we'll be now just be battering teams left, right and centre. Obviously, it's not always going to work out like that. But the more chances that a clinical striker gets, the more times he's going to score. Now, in speaking in strikers, now, this news absolutely came from nowhere yesterday. And as you know, I didn't actually do a proper transfer center yesterday. I just did one focusing on Victor Gyokeres. But yesterday, the news broke out of nowhere and very surprising that Gabriel Jesus could be set to leave Arsenal this summer. Apparently, teams from Brazil and some top European clubs are also interested in getting his signature. Now, we know that obviously Gabriel Jesus has had a torrid time at Arsenal, unfortunately, getting 2 ACLs in both his knee. First in the right leg, next in the left leg, whichever other way around. And he is not expected to return till about December, January at the latest anyway, to get his rehab in his knee and everything else. We know that during this transfer window, we've let Tomiyasu go by a mutual agreement, cancelled his contract. I think Gabriel Jesus is on a bit too much money to just cancel his contract. We want to get a fee in for him, or at least get him out on loan. Now, the team that has been credited with potentially going forward and getting that loan done is Flamengo. We know Flamengo have recently got Jorginho. They didn't buy him from us. Obviously, mutual agreement to cancel his contract early so he can go to the Club World Cup. Jorginho is now at Flamengo. Also, as of this morning, Palmeiras are also said to be interested in loaning Gabriel Jesus, as well as, I was going to say Everton, but I actually think it's Brighton. Is Brighton actually keeping an eye on Gabriel Jesus? Now, it's been quoted that the fee, if it was a permanent transfer in the end, is around £26.1 million, which equates to 30 million euros. And it's sad. It's sad regarding Jesus because the first 6 months at Arsenal was beautiful. His first 4 months at Arsenal were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful before he got injured, before the World Cup. He was absolutely brilliant. The play, the level raised when him and Zinchenko came in, the link up, the skills, the everything. It was so crazy at the time because he was playing so well. The fact that he wasn't scoring enough goals, we were still happy with Gabriel Jesus because of what he brought to the team. And he was the main reason as to why we had that brilliant start in the 22-23 season when we thought we could potentially go on and win a league out of nowhere. Gabriel Jesus was a big part of that. So it's sad that it's come to this, because if that player in the first 4 months that we saw continued on, who knows? Would we even be talking about Victor Gyokeres now if Jesus actually just stayed fit from the time he came to the Arsenal? So he could be set to go either back to Brazil, or he could be staying in Europe. He could be staying in the Premier League. That remains to be seen, but that is on Gabriel Jesus. Also, Reiss Nelson. Now, David Ornstein did report yesterday that Reiss Nelson and Fulham are advancing on a loan deal plus obligation to buy and a significant fee for a permanent transfer of Reiss Nelson, and that is around £20 million. We know that Reiss Nelson was on loan at Fulham last season. He had a good time at Fulham last season until he got injured, unfortunately. Another one of our players that was on the injury table as well. So we'll see what happens today. But the reason why this Fulham thing is interesting is because apparently, and these have been talks throughout the summer regarding Eberechi Eze and getting his signature over the line. Apparently, Crystal Palace would be interested in a player plus cash or potential kind of swap deal with Reece Nelson involved in the deal for Eberechi Eze of Crystal Palace. So the question is, do Arsenal pay the fee outright for Eberechi Eze? We might as well talk about him now because obviously we know we want to sign him. Do Arsenal pay the fee outright for Eberechi Eze, or do they loan him to Fulham and get a fee for him? No, do they pay up the fee outright for Eberechi Eze? Do they pay some of the fee plus a player, or do they just send him to Fulham and get a loan and full obligation to buy at the end of next summer? It all remains to be seen, but Arsenal have options, and Reece Nelson is going to be a very key figure in these next two transfers, whether he's going straight to Fulham or he's going to be a part of a deal for Eberechi Eze and getting him from Crystal Palace. And yes, as we know, Eze is now the next target to be signed for Arsenal. Arsenal are going to step up moves. Fabrizio Romano did say, as of last night, just to keep you updated and in the loop, as of last night, that Arsenal are still in contact. We've always remained in contact with Eze's camp. No club-to-club talks yet. Apparently, our priority is outgoings first. I've heard that that's not necessarily mandatory to get bodies out first, but ideally to balance the books, to balance the squad, to make it look good. I understand all of that. So it remains to be seen. It remains to be seen what is going to happen with Reece Nelson. But I want Eze in. Make it happen. We still need another left winger, in my opinion. We need two more signings. We need two more signings because Eze is seen as for the middle. So we still need a left winger, in my opinion. But anyway, people, that's been the RASenal Transfer Centre. Do not forget that Arsenal do have a pre-season friendly at 12:30 today against Newcastle, where Victor Gyokeres will be unveiled to the crowd 30 minutes before the game. We look forward to that. So that must mean his first game will be a North London derby. Woo-wee! I don't care if it's pre-season friendly. I don't care if it's a pre-season friendly. Victor Gyokeres' first game is going to be a North London derby, and I want us to bat top. Anyway, people, this has been a RASenal Transfer Centre. Remember, 20 subscribers away from 300. So let's get there. Let's get there, people. Let's really get there. Smash a like on the video, comment down below, and we'll be back tomorrow with another RASenal Transfer Centre. Love and guidance, people. Peace.